Welcome to After Dark at the Fixed Ops Roundtable, featuring Cara Delane and Ted Ings. This episode is brought to you by BG Products, partners beyond products. And now for your hosts, Ted Ings and Cara Delane.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to After Dark at the Fixed Ops Roundtable. It is Monday night. We are live. It is a few minutes after 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Cara and I are here tonight. We have two amazing guests. Our great friends from RevolutionParts are here. They are Mike Rich, who is the Vice President of Marketing at RevolutionParts, and we want to introduce our audience to Lauren Epler, who works the magic behind the scenes at the Fixed Ops Roundtable, and mostly at RevolutionParts with content management. So, Mike and Lauren, welcome this evening. Great to have you.
Hey, thanks for having us, Ted. Super excited.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, now you guys are both out in Arizona. We had a great show just last week because you folks cleaned up with the Best Practice Awards. My co-host, Cara, is here tonight. Cara, you are a trooper, a little under the weather, and I understand you lost your voice. I was watching on Facebook earlier today, but Cara, we're so glad that you're here tonight. Yeah. Okay. So good stuff. So everyone, we should have a very fun show tonight. And again, we are live. We'll take your comments and we'll bring them in as they come. Of course, tonight, Cara, our show has an amazing exclusive sponsor. Look at this, Mike. Look how we're going to do the show tonight. And that sponsor,
amazing, Ted.
Yes, I know. Cara figures it out, Lauren, no matter what. So that's a lot of what she does. In fact, right over her shoulder there is the sponsor's logo. It is BG Products. They are partners beyond products. BG Products does a whole lot for our industry. They sponsor both of the After Dark shows here on Monday nights and Wednesday nights, as well as the podcast. They bring a whole lot to the Fixed Ops Roundtable, including this gentleman who is no stranger to RevolutionParts. It's Bob Tasca. Bob Tasca, and I see Cara is in there as well. Bob Tasca at his big win at the 2022 Topeka Heartland National Championship. And Bob spoke at our last event, and he'll be speaking in November as well. And Mike, I understand that Bob Tasca works with RevolutionParts as well.
Yeah, Bob Tasca works with us. We power Tasca Parts. It's actually one of the largest OEM parts stores online. It sells across the country. We love Bob and Tasca. They've been with us since day one, actually.
Wow, so good to know. So they do a lot of things right at the Tasca organization, and we're pleased to bring Bob back at this next event. This next event, Lauren, we're going to be doing a tell everyone about the next event. The next event is going to have a charitable aspect to it, everybody. And the name of that is called Dare to Dream. I'll bring it up here, Cara. Dare to Dream is going to be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, November 15, 16, and 17. It's going to be virtual. It'll be online. from 9 a.m. until about 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be raising some funds during these 3 days, and we'll be talking about the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Dare to Dream project. It benefits the children who have blood cancers and the specialized things that the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society have come about. They are raising a total of $175 million for this Dare to Dream project. Our part is just a small part of that, but we're going to ask everyone in the audience, including our dealers, our sponsors, all of our speakers, to help with whatever way you can. We're going to be putting up here, I'll show it now, give you a preview, a QR code up throughout the event. You'll see this between now and November as well, and ask everyone if they would dare to dream with us in transforming treatment and care for kids with blood cancer. And we are so honored that we're going to have a lot of people and show everyone Sarah video. So what we're doing is, you saw the mask, Mike, in that promo we just had. We decided that we would, in fact, Lauren, this is Kara's idea, that to kind of get everyone's attention, and with Halloween coming up later this month, that we would kind of take that in with masks, okay? And we would ask a lot of our speakers and sponsors to wear masks and to do a short promo. And Kara Van Tine has already done one for us, and I'm going to show that to the audience. Let me just find it, and here it is.
I'm Sarah Van Tine, and I dare you to unmask cancer at the Fixed Ops Roundtable this November.
So that's part of our unmasked cancer, unmasking blood cancers. And Kara, you've got a mask or two as well, right? Oh, where do we order the masks? Yeah, show us one of the ones that you've got there. I've seen some of the videos that you've done, right? So, Mike, we're doing very good, right?
Yeah, I need a pink one, I think. You have a spare?
I think I actually do have a pink one.
Okay.
Yeah, so it turns out that there are so many different types of masks, all right, that you can wear. And a lot of our speakers and sponsors are very creative. We're seeing that already in what's out there. But you can go on Amazon and you can order a mask, all different price ranges. Here are some examples here. This is the feather mask I think we just saw Kara with. There's all different colors. And I believe Kara has all these colors, but there are so many different types. And we're seeing some of the pictures coming in and the promos from our sponsors and our speakers that we'll be sharing. And you'll be amazed, everybody, at what's going to be coming your way this month and into November for Dare to Dream. And you've got the Mardi Gras themes. You've got this masquerade theme. So Amazon's pretty much got everything from $10 on up. And I would just be careful when you order the mask. Take a look at the ingredients in that mask. Make sure that there's nothing in there that you'd be allergic to as well and wearing it. And you're doing it for a good cause. And that's going to be Dare to Dream. And Russell Hill, good evening. Welcome to you. Brad Pascal, very good. Good to see you tonight. And Sean Butler as well. I was talking to Brad a little bit earlier today. So excited to have everybody here. And Lauren, that was a great event at the last Fixed Ops Roundtable, and Mike led that panel. And do you guys want to talk to us a little bit about that? Because we had a clean win with everybody on there with Best Practice Awards.
Yeah, so we had, I don't know who's going to speak. We had our, the Parts Excellence panel. We had Scott Traub and Justin Atkin they were 2 award winners from our customer awards. So they are a couple of our top performing parts dealers.
Yes. And Scott and Justin were fantastic. I see a lot of folks on here. I see Tully Williams. Mike Tully's on the cover, as you can see, of Fixed Ops magazine this month. And he's a great champion for Fixed Ops. And Roger Conan is here with us as well. And Mike, you did a great job with that panel.
Oh, thank you. No, it was an honor having those guys on. Like I said, they just make me look good and make my job easy. So yeah, so it's great to have dealers that, get it and are motivated and are, willing to make the change and go above and beyond to be successful. So that's one of the reasons we kind of introduced those parts awards. It was the second year we've done them, and we hand out, awards to I think every brand. Then we have some like top award winners like Best Parts Department, Best E-commerce, Newcomer, and a few other awards. So,
by the way, do you know Sean Butler? Because I'm agreeing with what he says there over at Bristol Honda. Sean was recently on the cover of the Fixed Ops Journal, and I agree that would be a good look for me as well, Sean. And Mike, I saw that you did that with conjunction with Fixed Ops Magazine. You had the cover story just a couple issues back.
Yep, yeah, it's the second year, so it's become an annual thing with Fixed Ops Magazine. So we go out in the community, we recognize dealers. This year I think we flew a photographer out to one of the dealers, took a bunch of photos, did a huge cover story, and just kind of give dealers, insight into how these guys are doing it. And, it's possible with anyone if they put the work in.
Yep. So Revolution Parts, you do some great work for our industry. And I want to just dig in a little bit and then learn more about both of you folks as well. But Kara did some homework today on Revolution Parts, and I know she prepared a couple questions. So if it's okay, Mike and Lauren are going to run a couple of these by you. Tell us a little bit more about, because I learned about Revolution Parts myself on the Fixed Ops Roundtable, Lauren, during what happened 2.5 years ago when everybody went online. A company named Revolution Parts was at some of the early Fixed Ops Roundtables. There was a gentleman named Andreas. I think you know him, right? And he spoke a couple different times. And then dealers started using the different services. So, Mike, tell us a little bit. What is Revolution Parts and what do you do?
Yeah, so Revolution Parts is an e-commerce platform for the dealer's parts department. Really, the reason we exist is to make it easier for dealers to buy and sell parts. We like to say we remove friction from the parts process or the parts department. So that's it. I mean, we're there to help dealers sell more parts, source parts easier, and then do it more efficiently than ever, because we all know that staffing is a big concern in the industry. So any way we can help by taking, man hours out and making things more efficient for the dealer, driving more parts revenue is why we exist.
Isn't that amazing, Kara? And you don't have to answer this, Kara, that the word friction is even not just in sales, but in parts, Mike, as well?
Yes.
And I know parts doesn't get a lot of love. We were talking about that before we started. But Lauren, you're doing content and I'm assuming a lot of that is parts content. Lauren, talk to us a little bit about that, because what kind of things are people looking for, I guess, online and at dealerships in general when it comes to parts and the content out there?
Well, on our end, we're basically helping people get their inventory online and get used to the e-commerce concept. A lot of dealers are mostly offline, and so coming on to sell parts is it's a new journey for them. So we want to get them started, introduce them to the concept, and kind of create that base of knowledge for them.
Yeah, I know Jeff Daniels on tonight with Maple Hill Automotive Group in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Jeff, good evening. Historically, dealers have sold parts just over the counter, right? But you've been involved with changing all of that, and you do it a number of different ways. And Mike, you've made it easy for the dealers to be able to do it as well.
Yeah, no, that's really key, is making it easy for the dealer. So we provide the solution that allows them to easily and rapidly list all their parts online, manage the orders, ship the parts. We even have an internal marketing agency that I head up that works with about 450 of our dealers that does parts marketing. So that runs the ads, it gets the traffic to the site. So all the dealer has to do is pack, pick, ship the part.
Wow. So we did prepare some questions tonight. Kara, do you want me to bring those in, or are you able to do that? Or okay. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So first one here, Mike and Lauren, how does Revolution Parts cut the cost of deliveries? And there is a cost involved with that on the retail level.
Yeah. So you want me to take this one, Lauren?
Well, I can go ahead and mention our local delivery service for your local Oh, I can't talk. Local retail and wholesale customers. This we help you connect with your customers by providing you with an on-demand delivery service. You can typically get your parts to your customers within about 60 minutes, and it's often a lot cheaper to ship.
Wow. And Lauren, I would imagine that there are dealers who take advantage of that. But Lauren, there are still dealers who probably don't know about that, right? Or have not gone the next step and gone online or, taken advantage of that. What do you think?
Yeah, so the dealers who have adopted this local delivery service, they do see a lot of benefit from it, and they do really seem to enjoy it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mike,
what
you
we
wanna
see
add?
with our local delivery service, Ted, so it's crowdsourced local delivery like Lyft, DoorDash. We work with a bunch of those different vendors and we bring them into our platform. And then what a dealer can do is they can use our platform to either schedule the delivery of a part. So, like if they need to get a part out to a customer, or if they need to get a part into the dealership. So it's about 50-50 actually, where dealers are actually using the service to get a part to them versus sending a part out to a customer. It's very similar to in the service lane where Lyft has come into a lot of dealerships and replaced that kind of concierge service dealers used to have, where you would either drive the people back out yourself, or you'd have a bus, or you'd give them a dealer car. Lyft has come into dealerships and done that for the service lane. We have the same thing, except for the parts department, where you can move parts to and from customers. And it's really great, in terms of like growing your dealership or like from that staffing perspective, because the average cost of a delivery on it is about $15 or so. And it takes, yes, you can order new vocal cords. I'll donate some to you. I have plenty of vocal cords. Tell me if I'm talking too much, just like smack the computer screen or something.
Well, Mike, that actually brings something to mind because a couple weeks ago, Kara was busy from home working and recording all the transitions for the Fixed Ops Roundtable event, 3-day event. So, Lauren, there's like 77 transitions she had to record. And she told me, and I know because I saw a video on this on TikTok, that she ordered a smoothie from, I guess, Uber Eats or Grubhub or DoorDash, and she ordered, Mike, only a smoothie to her door, right? And I said to her, is that all you ordered? And she said, yes. So, Mike, the question I've got for you, is there a minimum that the dealers have to order in order to place a parts order for that hotshot delivery?
Nope, there is no minimum. You could send a nut if you really wanted to. I mean, the delivery cost is going to be pretty much consistent. But yeah, there is no minimum delivery order.
So you see that, Kara? I used something in the real world that you did there with the smoothie, and I learned now that we can do that with Revolution Parts as well. Okay, I know you got another question there. How can Revolution Parts help dealerships move obsolete parts? And that's always been a big obsolete parts has been a big
been a
thing.
huge issue for a long time, right? A lot of dealers use broker services to sell their obsolete parts, 50 cents on the dollar, 25 cents on the dollar. Some dealerships use dumpsters. Shh, I didn't say that, but no. So what we do is we have integrations with all the marketplaces, eBay, Amazon, Walmart. eBay is actually a really great place to sell obsolete parts. So we typically work with dealers to put together a pricing strategy where you can list your obsolete parts on eBay, typically at cost plus a few points, and then slowly bring that down to where you're at cost or cost minus a little bit. We find dealers are very profitable doing that. We also have a lot of dealers that make so much money selling obsolescence, they go out and buy obsolescence from other dealers and then resell that obsolescence.
Wow, I had no idea about that. The eBay portal, like you just described there, are there a lot of dealers selling parts on eBay?
Oh yeah, a ton of dealers.
Wow. All right, Lauren, this one's coming to you. Why should dealerships have an efficient and customized online parts store, Lauren?
To drive more traffic to them and sell more parts.
Wow. Now, again, this is not the traditional, because Lauren, in the dealership, and Kara can relate to this. We do things a certain way and have been doing them that way for a long time. So, Lauren, this kind of changes. This upsets the whole apple cart, and you've got to have a parts manager that's bought into this new way, I would imagine.
Yeah, so if you're only relying on your local store without adding those online channels, you're only relying on that local market, and it's very limited. So when you have an online store, you're able to reach customers no matter where they are. You essentially open your parts department doors to the entire country.
Wow. And I would imagine that means being open 24/7, 365. I see Robert Miggs is on there from Carter Myers. Go back to what Brad Pascal just said from Fixed Ops Digital, something about a partnership with Walmart Marketplace.
Yeah, we're the exclusive vendor of OEM parts on Walmart Marketplace, so it's very new, exciting. So if you want to sell OEM parts on Walmart, you have to do so through Revolution Parts.
Wow. Hey, Brad, thank you for that. That's Mike, that's pretty big.
That is.
Walmart.
I didn't pay Brad to say that
either. Matthew is saying I'm looking at Revolution as an alternative. Okay. So are there any other companies out there? You don't have to mention them by name, Mike.
I'll mention them by name. I don't hide behind anything. So I think he mentioned it. The biggest competitor we have is a company called Simple Part. Simple Part has about 2,000 dealers. They sell about $100 million in parts a year on their platform. We also have about 2,000 dealers. We sell about $500 million a year on our platform. So if you want to be online, you can go with our competitor. If you want to sell online, you can come down with Revolution Parts.
I like that. Are there any? I know there are. Mike, what kind of objections do you initially hear that dealers or managers are saying, before they see what Revolution Parts can do for ROI for them?
Yeah, some of the common objections, I would say, if selling online, I think we've all probably heard is like it's a race to the bottom is like a common term I hear. They think just pricing is the only lever to pull online. It's not. There's lots of levers you can pull selling parts online. Pricing is one of them, and you have to be competitively priced. But for most dealers, it's more profitable than their wholesale business. The nice thing about selling parts online too is you get to make money off shipping, where in wholesale, moving parts is a cost center, not a profit center. Tasca, who you mentioned earlier, they treat their shipping business for their online parts store as a business of its own. So that's how much like they buy specialized boxes. They have a very unique setup, and it's a profit center for them. And for all of our dealers, we typically recommend you profit about 20% off shipping alone.
Wow. Kara, I don't know if you saw that, but Tony Owens has come back in now as Tony Owens, not Facebook user. So I'm not sure, Tony, how you did that, but I'm really glad. Okay. Last question we've got for you. On average, do dealerships see an increase in revenue within the first month or so of using Revolution Parts?
No. It takes time to build a business, Ted. So that's one of the things you have to look at. This is for most dealers going online, it's like starting a brand new business for your parts department. This is a new channel that most parts departments have never operated off of. So I usually like to say it's a year is like the typical ramp. So you have to come online, you have to invest in ads, you have to market yourself to get found. So what's going to happen is you start to acquire customers, and typically by about month 3, you start to get a healthy volume. Usually by the end of the year, you start to get what I like to call kind of the magic happen, and that's when you start getting repeat customers. And then after year 1, it's much better. So across our platform, like I said, last year we did about 500 million in part sales. 50% of that was return buyers, so people that came back to buy a part again. So that's the key. You have to start it. You have to build a customer base. You have to provide amazing customer service, and then those guys are going to come back to you and buy again and again.
What kind of dog are we hearing?
You're hearing 2 dogs fight back there. 2 Bernie Doodles, actually.
Oh wow, cool. Oh my gosh, the F&I queen is here. Rebecca Chernick. Hey guys. Hey, Rebecca, thanks for being here tonight. We're talking about Rebecca Parts, okay, and selling them online. So I would imagine, Mike, there are dealers like anything else in life. If you try something and you want that instant gratification, dealers who start out and, say, it's been 30 days, 60 days. I'm not going to do this. So Lauren, you've got to probably one of the things you do is prepare them, for what this journey is going to look like, to make sure that they're, ready to do all the things they need to, like Mike is talking about.
Yeah, we do try to communicate with our dealers and set them up for success long term.
Wow. Becky,
can I add to that, Ted?
Yes.
Like Revolution Parts is really invested in the success of our dealers. I've worked for a lot of software companies in my career, and a lot of software companies are more focused on selling the software than they are, having the dealers, be successful, growing and thriving. The way we sell our software, we have a small piece of the performance of the software is tied to your performance and what we get paid. So we like to see you successful, because when you're successful, we're successful. So we put a lot of resources into making sure our dealers are successful.
And Revolution Parts is here for the long term. I don't know if you've all noticed, but Revolution Parts is at multiple fixed ops roundtables, getting the word out. And Mike, I know that I think it was at the March Magic event that we did earlier this year. You got a promotion to vice president of marketing. And I remember, because we had recorded our segment, and I remember going back and saying, oh, wait a second, we got to change the title to the new title for Mike Rich by the time the show comes up. So Mike, tell us a little bit about yourself. I got some pictures, if you don't mind, that you sent me that I'm going to show our audience. And I've got a couple, Lauren, for you as well. Mike, tell us, who do we have here?
Cool. Yeah. So that's me and my son, Jason, at a Cardinals game a few weeks ago. It was before the game. That's why we're smiling.
That's a great stadium, by the way.
That's awesome. We love it. We're season ticket holders, so it can be painful some years, but yeah, we love going to the games.
I couldn't believe they actually have, like, out in the outfield, they have like a pool out there, right?
That's the Diamondback Stadium that has the pool.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The Cardinal Stadium, the field rolls in and out.
Oh, okay. So wrong team, wrong league. Okay. And who do we have here?
Yeah, that's me and my lovely wife on the beach in Rocky Point. So we're in Phoenix, Arizona. The thing I love about Phoenix is you can pretty much get to any type of weather in 3 to 4 hours. So you can be on the beach, you can be up at Flagstaff in the snow, you can be out in Las Vegas gambling away. So very centrally located.
Love it. Love it. And you also are a collector of some cars, I see.
Yes, I am a big gearhead. So I spend a lot of time in my garage turning wrenches and working on cars. And that right there is a 32 Ford T-Bucket. I built 383 stroker, 700 R4, some big old Mickey Thompsons in the back. It's fun.
And I see the technician workbench there, Mike, as well.
Yep.
Well, serious stuff. And you got a few more in your driveway here.
Yeah, those are my pair of 72s, a Camaro and a C10.
Yeah. Okay. Tony Owens, I thought that would get your attention. Sure. The 72 Chevrolets, and one more here as well, Mike.
Yep. That's my 69 GTO right there. So.
Wow. Nice. I like the color on that one.
Thank you.
Strong stuff. All right. So great pictures, Mike. And Lauren, you sent us a couple as well. And exactly, Tony. Lauren, this one is not in Phoenix, though, I can tell.
Unfortunately, no. I have to drive a few hours. So that's in San Diego, California. I try to get out to San Diego whenever I can. I love the ocean. One of my favorite things is just going to the ocean. So.
Yeah, San Diego's a magnificent climate, great place. And who do we have in this picture here?
So this is me and my sister. She's got the dark hair, and then my lovely cousins. I love getting together with family, so
I love it.
Chance all of us girls get together. So we're a family of pretty much all girls, and I have a brother. So
wow. All right. And who do we have here?
Those are my babies. The lighter one is Maddie, and then the gray one is Liesel. So
you got Kara's attention here.
Yeah, okay. Usually you can hear them crying in the background, but they're being pretty good right now.
Are these boys, girls, or
girls?
Oh, okay. Well, all girls. Okay.
I like Liesel because she looks like she fell off Maddie. Like she's like.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah, very good. It's a great picture, by the way. And who do we have here back at the ocean?
So back at the ocean, like I said, I love the ocean. So I have my mom and my aunt. So my favorite people.
Very nice. And one more here.
And then myself and my two sisters down in Galveston, back of the ocean.
All the girls. All right. Galveston, yeah, Texas. So you spent some time in Texas, you were telling me.
Yeah, so I'm from Midland, Odessa.
All right, very good.
Small
Yeah,
little Texas.
Kara's fond of Texas as well. So, hey, good job, guys, tonight. Mike, anything you want to leave our audience with tonight from Revolution Parts? Because I know you're working on a couple things where you're going out to dealers and doing some special things out there.
Yeah, so I know I have a couple of dealer visits coming up here in the near future. We're going to be doing some lunch and learns with some dealers. So I'm always happy to kind of go on site and talk to a group of parts managers about e-commerce and answer any questions we can live. Preparing to do an engagement at NADA here in January too. So we'll be speaking there on parts marketing strategies. Yeah, it's really, it. Your next event coming up is going to be a ton of fun as well.
That's right. And you know what? It's interesting that, we've kept the event online, Lauren, simply because a lot of service and parts managers, even if we're in their city, don't get out, and get a chance to go to the event. So we want to reach out as many people as we possibly can. And Mike, thank you for that. And what you and Lauren do at Revolution Parts are a big part of the Fixed Ops Roundtable. And we're very grateful to have you. And we're very honored to have you as well. And the content that you bring is just getting better and better, so it's, and Lauren, that's not exactly, parts is not always the sexiest thing, right? For us to talk about at these events. So
That's tons of fun.
Yeah, this is some great stuff. All right. So I know Kara's going to remind me to mention when that next event again is. And how am I doing with that, Kara? All right. And it's right here, everybody. It's going to be November 15, 16, and 17. That is only, Lauren, six weeks away. It's a 3-day event. It'll be online. Complimentary seats at fixedopsroundtable.com. You will see a lot of the activity between now and then and through Halloween with the masks. And Rebecca Chernick, if you're online, counting on you to wear a mask as well. And you'll see a lot of that coming up. So that is a virtual masquerade ball, it says here, to benefit the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Dare to Dream project. So look forward to having everybody with us at that event. So thanks very much. And Kara Delane, yes. And we love you too, Kara. So great job tonight. Mike, I mean, what an effort, right, by Kara?
I know. Look at all that effort. So amazing to be here. No voice and all.
Did a great job.
Yep. So love it. All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much. I think we're about out of time. So we will see everybody on Wednesday at 8 p.m. this week. And Mike and Lauren, we will see you at the next Fixed Ops Roundtable in November. Looking forward to that and everything in between. And Tony, thank you so much. Tony Owens and Mark Williamson, thank you so much as well. What a revolutionary show. Yes, it is. So on behalf of Mike and Lauren and Kara Delane, I'm Ted Ings, and we will see you on Wednesday night.